Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your twin flame reading. This is a general message. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you. Some of it might be for someone else. You could be a Sagittarius or have strong Sagittarius in your chart, or you could be watching for someone that has those things. You'll know that it resonates because you'll feel it in your heart and soul. You'll just be like, oh, that makes sense. If it doesn't resonate, you're going to be trying to fit it into your life somehow. And that's going to kind of create a little bit of, resistance for you. And that means maybe the message isn't for you, but you're here for a reason. So let's get to it. You can follow me on Instagram at Candy Wishman, and I do personal readings. The information's in the description box below. All right, let's get an energy of the current. What is the current energy between the two of you? So I just need to move this out of my way. What is the current energy between the two of you right now, Sagittarius? I tend to read for the divine feminine, with the other person being the divine masculine. And also to preface that I label things as twin flames, but that doesn't, if that's okay if you don't, that's just the experience I'm having right now. But again, the energy is interchangeable. So it could be, you could end up coming through here and, or you could be the other person, whatever. Okay, you'll know. All right, the current energy between the two of you. Okay, yeah. We have an opening of the heart chakra, which I'm hearing can feel very painful. It can feel like heartache. It can feel like heartbreak. It can feel heavy. It's almost like if you've ever seen a dam open up and the water rush through, it's that that forceful energy rushing through and pushing through to create that opening expansion. I do feel a little bit of hardness and pain in my back, the back of my heart chakra, which means that we could potentially have some things that need to be released from the past. Okay. But it's opening up for the two of you. It's being felt in very different ways. For the masculine, it's being felt in very physical, not pain in the heart, but like almost like opening up to love, opening up to being more loving. Whereas the feminine will probably feel the physical pain of the heart chakra opening up and all that energy coming through. Okay, let's take a look at a past situation that provided healing and or learning, or both, or most likely both, because let's face it, when you heal, you learn, and when you learn, you heal, right? So what's coming through is, for the masculine, it's almost showing up in a way where before they may not have felt open to express how they feel, and now they're feeling more comfortable with that. Sometimes my body reacts, I burp when I when I hit the nail on the head somewhere. For the feminine, there's this surrendering and being open and vulnerable to love. Like as feminines, we're very loving, but are we really truly vulnerable to love? Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, so that was the last one. The first one to pop up, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? I just love how much she radiates, okay? And then we have the Star, okay? So we have some hope here. And then I'm going to try and pull them out where they were in order as they flipped up for me. Then we have the Magician. the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card, okay. The Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I get from this is it almost tells a little bit of a story to me. We have this radiant light, this radiant being, okay? Like almost like a connection to source, a connection, almost like the lightning strike you feel when you meet this person or when you're with this person, like that. Sorry. You both have these moments of being in awe of each other. There's also this underlying hopeful energy, because I know the star means many things, but hope keeps coming through very strong right now. And what I'm getting more from this is like, it's almost like every time, again, there's cycles here. We're witnessing cycles and patterns right now. Your cycle is in patterns is to gravitate towards this warm, glowing light and this hope within you, right? Brings you guys back together like magnets. But upon doing so, you gain a lot of clarity, because we have the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles here, which tells me that on some level, you recognize it's going to take everything in your arsenal to create the legacy and long-term commitment or long-term relationship that you want. Okay. However, in order to do that, okay, in order to utilize everything in your arsenal, you have to have it available to you. Because of the karmic stuff flowing through, we have Justice here, okay? What I heard very clearly was that there needs to be a balancing. And until there's a balancing, there's going to be emotional confusion, because the emotional confusion is allowing you to recognize what's out of balance in your connection, and more importantly, what's unbalanced within yourself emotionally. Then and only then can you step into your new physical beginning. Again, I say in the physical, because ultimately the stuff that you guys are doing right now are doing exactly what you need to. You're already creating this beginning for yourselves. You're not doing it together, not in a conscious way, not where you're both acting towards these steps, okay? This is very much energetic for you, but you both, and I'm going to say more so for the masculine on a higher self level, you're both recognizing that you don't quite have all your tools in your arsenal. That keeps coming up, arsenal. I don't know. I feel, is that like a football team? Anyways, that's not even what I'm meaning, but apparently needed to come up for something. But every time you do this dance, again, it becomes more clear. And that's coming through with a lot of the readings, not just per signs, but for the two of you. And I feel like even on the masculine side of things, even though they're very linear, they recognize the connection. They recognize that light between the two of you. And there's this hope here. There's this hope that helps. And I love that in a lot of these imageries, because a lot of them are under the ocean, there's light trickling through from the surface. So it's almost like they recognize that there's this clarity here. But there's this understanding between the two of you that you're not quite ready yet, that you both have things you need to work on for your own. And for some of you, it's just accepting who you are, so that you can accept them for who they are, right? So anyway, okay, we're going to leave it at that, because I don't get a specific situation. I get a multitude of situations that have brought you back to the same conclusion every time. I'm going to take a look at how you are being affected by the connection right now, Sagittarius. Very interesting. So the first one was the Four of Swords, okay? 100% cocooning, okay? Mental stillness, needing to rest, needing to quiet the mind, recognizing how important that is when the mental static gets out of control, because it's so far out of alignment with what you feel in your heart that you can't do anything but try and figure out why that is. And that requires you to quiet your mind. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's really helped you reconnect with the soul part of yourself, your own higher self, your spirit guides. It's helped you learn how to quiet the mind, quiet yourself, be still. And I feel like I love that it's like there's this little heart. Okay. And there's a connectivity there. Do you see the string connecting, all the pieces connecting the different fragments? I feel like for some of you, even in the need to connect to your counterpart's higher self, have learned to connect to source in the process. Like it's how it's, and in needing to do that right now, that's how it's affecting you. It's a need to do that, but it has a far bigger benefit than just connecting to your counterpart's higher self and connecting to them in some way, okay? And then we have the Six of Swords. And as we know, this is travel. She's got a luggage, okay? But here's this woman who is not afraid to allow, not only not afraid to go out into the choppy waters, but to allow the crows to steer her boat, okay? Because on some level, you know that unless you surrender, okay, it's teaching you how to surrender to things that are bigger than you. It's teaching you to release and let go of the things that you can't control, you have no control over, okay? And then we have, interestingly enough, the Page of Cups. And there's a couple things that I'm noting in the imagery here. We have, number one, a pig flying. Two, we have what looks like astral projection happening. And three, we have like the symbol of an atom in a heart. And I just feel like this connection has opened up your concept of how energy works, how unbelievable this might seem, but and there's lots of symbolism here. I just think it's really fast. It's almost like it's really opened your mind to things beyond what you thought were possible. Like, you know, when pigs fly, right? So we're going to get to the pigs fly in a moment, but I think pigs flying is unbelievable. That'll never happen. Do we know that's true? Just like understanding the energy of the heart, understanding that everything is energy, understanding that the soul is a part of you, but it's not all of you. Like, I just think it's very fascinating because the connection has been affecting you in a way that you've wanted to learn more and expand yourself. I love the look on his face. Okay. There's a very calm, content, happy look on his face. Like, this is so cool. Because when we talk about pigs flying and being like, yeah, I guess when pigs fly, that'll happen. You know, why do you have to wait for a pig fly to be flying for it to happen, right? It's believing that anything is possible. And it's really opened yourself up to hope. And I think that's why the Queen of Pentacles and the Aquarius, the star sign, showed up here, okay? You're starting to learn your own energy. You're starting to learn your own nuances and what works for you and what helps you navigate through this thing we called life. And that's all. And it's not all because of the connection, because it's going to be different for everyone, but it's predominantly because of the connection. It's brought you back to yourself. And it doesn't matter, like, I'm one of those people. I'm not going to tell you that your twin's going to save you or you're going to save them or whatever. I'm not going to tell you all of this like salacious gossip about whatever's going on in their life. I'm going to help you understand that this connection is truly all about you. And ultimately, what's even more important is, wow, poof, completely gone. It'll come back if it's meant to. But it was more along the lines of, oh yeah, that was it. Acceptance. Acceptance of how you're going about this journey and surrendering to the fact that this is your journey and you're going to go about it whatever works for you, however you want to navigate it. If you're using your connection to better yourself, who friggin' cares? You're bettering yourself. It doesn't matter how you're doing it, okay? So I feel like there's an acceptance happening with you, like you're ready to step into the next phase of your life, and it's all due to the heart chakra opening and allowing that love to come through. Okay, I just wanted to tie that back in, not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna get into cards representing your person, what's on their mind, what's in their heart, and how they're viewing you. Before we do that, I wanna talk about the extended version that's available. It talks about the hidden factors in the connection, a blockage that's being removed, a lesson that's being learned, guidance on what you can do right now to move forward, how they wanna move forward with you, and hopes and intentions. The information's in the description box below. All right, let's get right into this. All right, let's get a couple cards representing your person right now, Sagittarius. Okay. So the first one that came out was the Eight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. It's the first decade of Virgo, which is represented by August 24th to September 3rd, okay? So they could have strong... I'm hearing strong work ethic, but they could have strong Virgo in their chart somewhere. Interestingly enough, we have another Earth. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy and represents May 1st to May 10th, or the second decanate in Taurus. I feel like there is it's interesting. Yeah, we got the Emperor on the bottom. Thank you for that. They have a strong work ethic. They're working to define themselves. I feel like there may be an essence of overworking themselves. That's kind of how they cope. There's not a lot of balance happening for them right now. In some essences, what I'm hearing is they're giving a lot of energy. Like they're receiving a lot of energy from people they're not giving a lot to, and they're giving a lot of energy they're not receiving energy back from. So like I just heard breadcrumbing, right? So there's some breadcrumbing energy here. That's just kind of where they're at though. But they do have strong Earth in their chart. Could be, if it's not their sun sign, they could have multiple planets in one of these signs, that kind of thing. So don't let it discourage you. It doesn't mean we're not talking about your twin. You'll know your twin when you hear about them, okay? Let's go ahead and look at what's on their mind right now. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords. So they are in sort of this dissecting energy where they're kind of figuring out what they need to lay their swords down with. What are they really working towards? What are they really fighting for? What are they really putting their energy into? And is it worth the effort? Which tells me on some level, you are doing that too. Okay, you're probably doing that on some level yourself. And that's all part of this process, and it's completely okay. All right, what is going on in their heart space right now? Oh, we've got a couple. Yeah, we have an Ace of Pentacles, okay? And we also have the World, okay? Again, I'm getting travel energy. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe they're thinking about going on vacation. Maybe they feel they need a vacation because they're working so hard. They want, I heard, a clean slate. They want to start over new. They want fresh. They're tired of the old grind. They know that it's the only thing keeping them sane right now, but they're tired of that and they want something new. So they are calling in something to end. I feel then again, and I'm going to go right back to you, this is probably something you're also experiencing on some level. You want a clean slate, okay? How you guys go about doing that are going to be very different ways because you're still two very different human beings, but it's still the same needs and wants and underlying lessons and issues that you have, okay? All right, how are they viewing you and the connection right now? Interesting. We have the energy of walking away. On the bottom, we have the 9 of Wands, okay? And what I get from that is they're feeling a very blocked off energy from you right now. Some may feel like you've walked away from them. Some of you are choosing to walk away from what you believe you need to be for this person, okay? For some there's a defensive energy still that needs to be healed and worked through. Again, no judgment. But I feel like, yeah, they're feeling a little bit cut off from you energetically, straight up. I just need to say that. And it's okay, is what I'm trying to say. It's completely okay if they're feeling cut off from you. They're never really cut off from you. That will never really happen. But that's just how they're kind of processing it in their own mind, okay? The truth is that you both need to walk away from feeling like you need to scrap things out or fight for things, because what is meant for you will always be yours. Anyways, very interesting. There's not like, it's not like this, I feel sorry for myself, or I'm sad that this is happening kind of an energy. Like it's not like I'm feeling defeated. Does that make sense? Like it's just sort of like an acceptance kind of a place to be, which is also good. Anyway, I hope that this has helped. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light. If you want the extended version, it's in the description box below. And if it resonated, please like, share, comment, and or subscribe.